What is going on, guys? This is All Gaming with my review of Sword Art Online Season 2 Episode 10, and this episode, it was actually pretty decent. Now, I will say that at the beginning of the episode, it was definitely, a lot stronger than the end because it pretty much covers stuff that we already knew about. So that right there, we're kind of a little bit disappointing, but at least now, Sinon and Kirito, they are learning more about each other. But the episode itself, it starts off from last week where we have Sinon. Of course, right now she's on the ground and Death Gun is about to kill her. But we see that right before, he can pull, shoot the bullet, he actually gets shot instead. And so when he does get shot, that right there was surprising. But we see that he got hit not once but twice. And so right now he obviously retreats, but I do wish that Kirito's accuracy could have been a little better, because it would have been nice if he got like a headshot or something, because I do believe the first shot hit his arm and the other one hit his back. But we have Death Gun retreated, and then we see this grenade is now being thrown, and I thought maybe it could have been explosive, but then look closer at it. And it did seem like a smoke grenade that's commonly used in games. And so now with that smoke screen, Kirito picked up Sinon and they got the heck out of there. But the good thing is though, Death Gun, he did not give up. He was still pursuing them. So eventually we have Kirito carrying Sinon, and they reached a different kind of rise. And so we see now that they were three of them were the standard vehicles, but one of them were very different because it was this mechanical horse. And and when Sinon said that right there, it's too difficult to ride, I thought Kirito might actually still use it, because we have seen his driving skill, it is pretty good. So a horse like that, it should be usable for him. But we saw now that he got on one of the other vehicles, and when they were driving off, he told Sinon to shoot the horse. And we see now that now her drama from the real world, it is obviously affecting her in the game world, because she can no longer fire the gun. And so we have Death Gun now catching up, and he actually gets on the horse and starts riding that. So that right there was definitely karma come back to bite them. But we see now that whenever Sinon would look at Death Gun, she would get afraid, because that right there obviously put up her past. So Sinon was definitely pretty much de-progressing as a character, because we saw that drama mess with her so much. But luckily we have Kirito, and he was there for her, and he kind of gave her that boost that she needed, because we saw now that Sinon, she was pretty much replaced with her real life self. And even though that right there was sad to see, luckily she has the support in the game that it's very hard for her to get in the real world, because I'm pretty sure her only friend is the guy that actually likes her. So you can tell how depressing that can be. And so eventually when Kirito was trying to get her to shoot the gun, it was just shaking so much. So getting a good shot was gonna be impossible. But Kirito knew what he was doing, because he said that the shaking would stop in 5 seconds, and eventually they do this jump. And I was just really concerned for them, because how in the world is Kirito gonna know where to land if he's looking at Death Gun with Sinon? But when she did take the shot, we see now she hit the vehicle of some sort. And at first she thought that she had missed, but then we see that really caused an explosion, and Death Gun pretty much got hauled into that. And I was just thinking holy crap, man. And for some reason the animation for that explosion, to me it looked really freaking good. I don't know why, but to me it looked really awesome. But eventually, with Death Gun taken care of for now, they actually do leave the city, and they head to this and head to the desert region. And so eventually, what their plan is, they're actually going to hide in this cave that Sinon had found. They're going to hide there because they want to avoid the next scan, because obviously, if Death Gun uses that, then he could tell where they are. And so right away they're like, you know, deducing all these things, like how Gunner X couldn't be Def Gun because Gunner X was a female, and I believe her real name was like Musketeer X, and Kirito actually dealt with her, you know, off screen. So even though that right there was a bit disappointing, it was awesome, you know, how Kirito made work of her weapons because he picked up her sniper and her smoke grenades. So that right there was like definitely to see how resourceful Kirito can be. And so we also learn now that like that obviously Def Gun, he had this like camouflage that like really seemed to be, you know, a bit overpowered, because he can actually avoid the scan with that, and not only that, he can move around, you know, be hidden as well. So like so the only thing they can do is just pick up on his movements, and we see now that like Kirito, he was actually going to go out there and deal with Def Gun alone, while Sinon, you know, has stayed here and rest some more. And so we see Sinon, you know, he was definitely feeling bad because she had this guy that she believes is her rival, and right now he consoling her like she's a little kid. So right there, you know, that right there was definitely, you know, aggravating. And we see now that as they were talking, you know, like eventually Sinon, she eventually breaks down, and I felt bad for her. And so we get like this one little, like, I guess you call it like a flashback of sorts, because we go back to when she was like a child. And so we see that like all these other kids, they were like calling her murderer, and nobody ever, you know, wanted to like play with her. And I just felt so bad because like this right here goes to show you how bad kids can be, because there's no filter on their mouth. They will be blunt and they'll be hurtful. And that right there, you know, it goes to show you, you know, how badly it messed her up. Because right now, this like also sniper that we knew Sinon, she is now gone because she is pretty much replaced with like her real life self. But right now, Sinon does get some major character development because she does want to go out there, and she does want to confront Def Gun, because she feels like if she continues to run away, then like eventually she'll be weaker than like once she once was. And eventually, you know, after she breaks down, she was crying. She does tell Kirito that like she does hate him, but even after all of that, we see now that like she wants him to comfort her, as we saw her, you know, staying close to him, and she had like his she had her head on his lap. But eventually, you know, they both open up, and Sinon, you know, tells him about the incident when she was a child, and apparently this right here happened when like she was 11. And I feel like I need to go back and watch that again, because to me she looks much younger than to me she looks younger than that. So maybe I should have got like her appearance wrong back then, but to me she did not seem like she was 11 years old back then. But obviously, you know, that right there had been affecting her entire life. And even, you know, Kirito now tells her about Sword Art Online and about what he did. And so right now, like now that like Sinon knows that, and obviously Kirito had like a deeper tie with like Def Gun than the she could possibly have, I feel like that right there will like bring them together, and maybe that will also help her get over her past, or help her, you know, deal with it, you know, a lot more. But yeah, like I said, the episode, it was decent. So at the most, I'll probably give it maybe a 7 out of 10. But of course, I'd love to hear you guys, you know, thoughts on it, because to me, like I said, to me it had a pretty good, strong, you know, like a strong beginning, a solid middle, but at the end, it kind of fell down some, because like I said, it's pretty much us like going over stuff we already know, but at least our characters know more about each other. But as always, please don't forget to like, video, and subscribe, because it really helps me out. And you guys take it easy. I will see you all next time. Oh, also I forgot that like apparently Def Gun, he did not get blown up in the explosion, because apparently Kirito saw him jump off. Now if he saw that, then I don't get why, you know, like Kirito or Sinon, if they saw that, I don't know why maybe they didn't shoot him again, because to me it definitely seemed like he was in it. But the fact that he dodged that somehow, even though he is definitely, you know, hurt some, to me I feel like it should have, you know, like a great deal to him, like maybe think about it for a while. But you know, that is just me. But that is all, guys. Take it easy.